Welcome back, everybody. IGN Live at San Diego Comic-Con, brought to you by The Evil Within and Lucy. We are thrilled to be joined by the incomparable Adam West, the billion-dollar Batman, the original, the one who started it all, also known from Family Guy. Adam, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here in space.
We are broadcasting from space.
You have a wonderful set.
Now, I know Greg and Jim have some questions for you.
Oh, yeah. Greg?
You're Adam West.
That's
That
right,
is awesome. Holy crap.
Yes, I am.
No further questions. No.
We have established that.
Greg is a
You
huge-
are the incomparable Adam West. No, my first ever kind of exposure to Batman was through the show that you starred in, and it's finally coming to Blu-ray after years of people waiting for it on DVD and Blu-ray. What do you think it is about your Batman show that has made it such a generational experience? Each generation discovers it. What do you think it is about your incarnation of Batman that makes it so timeless?
Well, we set out to do it on several levels. You know, so the kids, when you were a kid, you could enjoy all the adventure, the color, the crazy costumes, the wonderful villains. And then as you got a little bit older, you saw the satirical elements, the bizarre stuff, like what you're watching there. This is very dangerous, the stuff I did. But, you know, when you do a show, kind of sensing the audience, and we had a great producer, the late Bill Dozier, who put so much talent together. We had everyone from Gorshin to Gabor. And now, you know, people can get all 120 episodes in Blu-ray DVDs from Warner Entertainment, and with the sweetening in it. It's just a wonderful thing. Because for years, people have asked me, how do I get the DVDs? And I say, forget China. Forget the Philippines.
You opened your trunk and started selling your pirated copies.
Well, out of the back of my camper.
Now, you know, one of the great things, as you pointed out, is that there is something in there for everybody. When I was a little kid, you know, I didn't know what camp was, and when you were tied to a giant ice cream maker, I'm like, I don't know how he's getting out of this. Batman's gonna die.
Done for.
You know. But what do you think it is about Batman that is the character that has made him sort of stand the test of time? It's 75 years of Batman now.
How much?
75 years.
I've had 10 or 11. No, you know, it's amazing, isn't it? The DC Comics and Batman, 75 years, and that kind of makes me the centerpiece here at Comic-Con, because I've had almost, 42, 43 years of it, something like that, you know? And we had no idea when we first started that it would have the longevity it does. But we felt if we played it funny for the adults and serious for the kids, we had a chance to last. And sure enough, it worked. And Batman just goes on spinning in its own little world. And now you can see all 120 episodes. Guess what? From Gorshin to Gabor. You know, when you think of the first show and the last show, and the guest stars that you mentioned.
Did you have a particular favorite of the villains that you fought in terms of your co-stars? Or is that indelicate? Is that a...
Well, of course, I hate to say it because I get curious stirrings in my utility belt. Probably Catwoman.
Catwoman, yeah.
Or maybe Frank Gorshin as Riddler, because Frank was always intense and manic, and I love to play opposite him. And Pengy Baby.
Pengy Baby.
Yes. Burgess Meredith was great.
So
and the Joker.
Oh,
Caesar?
yeah, you're the Joker. You have to have him.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. They had, you know, really wonderful energy.
Yeah.
And they got it. They got the show. They knew what it was all about.
So you talked about, you know, that when you guys were doing the show, you had no idea at the time that, like, you would be Batman forever, and this was going to be this big cultural phenomenon. Did Did you ever not like being Batman afterwards? Did you ever want people to stop coming up to you and like going, pow, pow, zoom. All right, see you later, Batman.
You've done that very well.
I'm ready to go. If you want to restart the series, I'm right here for it.
Well, I remember you in that airport that time when you came up to me and did that. What was the question?
When the legacy got established, did you ever want to get away from it?
Yes.
Yeah?
There was a time when, when you create a character in costume and that suddenly hits so big, you become typecast, especially with the older dinosaurs in Hollywood. Now that they've passed on, things are much better. But it was tough for a while, yeah. But, my feeling about that, frankly, is I am the luckiest guy in the world because I had a chance to create a character that lasts and that people love.
Yeah.
So I made up my mind that if people love Batman, I'll love Batman too. It's that simple.
I like that
It's a
outlook.
very
That's a really good
healthy
outlook.
attitude. Now, you have this whole other following of different generation of fans who know you from animation, from Family Guy.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about sort of just, what has been working with Seth MacFarlane been like for you, and sort of just how you feel about having this whole other kind of generation of fans now from animation.
They just announced you in Lego Batman 3, right? And there's going to be so many kids who play that game and go, Mommy, why is Mayor West Batman? They're not.
Yeah.
It's really funny. You never know which way a career is going to go. And like I said earlier, I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I've got Family Guy. I've got a new show. I do the voiceover for What You Get for Your Money with Adam West. We go all over the world and do funny things. But, Family Guy with Seth is terrific because it gave me a new audience and helped me retain the older audience as well. Seth is a remarkable guy and a great friend.
We actually have a question for Adam from one of our viewers on Facebook, if we can pull that up here. Gary Davenport asks, there are several reasons why certain villains like Two-Face and Scarecrow didn't appear on the 60s TV series. Adam, who is the one Batman villain you wish had appeared on the series?
I feel that I'm going to leave that always to the writers. And I've never had any reluctancy or any kind of regret that I didn't see a certain character brought to life on this series. I was just so damn busy doing it and, enjoying the people who were there.
Now, I wanted to ask you, do you think that has Batman gotten too dark and kind of too nihilistic?
Is that why you're wearing the black suit?
No, it's too...
It's slimming.
a little better on camera.
I should have done that. Yes.
But do you think it hasn't gotten too dark, too serious?
Well, they have the Dark Knight. I prefer to be the Bright Knight.
I like it.
I like to deliver the laughs and make people happy, that's all. So what they do is brilliant in their own way. Everyone is very talented. They have a lot of money, effects, everything. And I'm just so sad I couldn't have done it.
Yeah, why aren't you getting cameos in all these Batman movies? That's
right.
the real question, Hollywood. Get him a cameo in these Batman movies.
Should be the Stan Lee of the DC movies.
No, they're afraid.
You'd come in, you'd show up Ben Affleck like that.
Yeah.
If you were there, yeah.
No, listen, Ben, you're going to be very good, Ben, wherever you are. Did you follow me?
He's right here.
He's right off stage. Ben Affleck, everybody.
Stalker.
Yeah.
But you can shave your beard. Make that costume work for you.
Now, is there any particular memory you had of working the Batman show? Some sort of anecdote that perhaps people haven't heard about sort of just the making of that series? Is there any particular kind of standout?
That's a very good question. I've never been asked that.
Ooh, Jim, good
So
job.
I'm leaving.
This interview is over.
I remember well the crew and what wonderful people they were. and coming in the morning, and I had a little house or cottage on the lot. And so the guys would come in and the makeup and my assistant, and the first thing they did was put on jazz, because I'd wake up with a script on my chest, you know, having studied half the night, because most of the lines were quite nonsensical. So they'd start the jazz, and I could, you know, sort of get with it and you know, get in the mood to come onto the set and make everyone laugh and have fun, because we had to have that environment, I felt, or we couldn't have done anything that funny and bizarre.
Well, Adam, thank you so much for coming on the show. It's an incredible legacy. We've enjoyed your work
so
for so long.
grotesque.
You've not seen anything yet from these guys. Thank you so much,
Thank
Mr.
you,
West.
guys. I
Thank you.
appreciate it. It's nice to visit with you.
Stay
One
tuned.
second, you're not getting away
Hold
that
on
quickly.
1 second
You
there.
don't. No,
We'll
I'm
roll
taking
this out.
photos with you. Don't you move, sir. Don't you move. That's Adam West.
I know it is. I know it is, Greg. You, on the other side of the screen, also don't move. We'll be right back after these messages.